Come on. Really?
Welcome to Speak Geek, your weekly video game podcast, hosted exclusively on deadformatreviews.com. I'm Pedro.
I'm George.
I'm Burnley.
And I'm Travis.
All right, guys, let's speak some geek.
All right, so, I'll start us off with the news I read today online was that the 3DS has officially outsold the lifetime sales of the PlayStation 3. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's some crazy shit right there. 3DS just came out a year ago, so.
It's something that surprised me a lot just because it had, like you said, it has been a while since the PS3 has been out, and Japan really loves their Sony products. It just, crap.
I'm the same way. It's weird to hear that and see that, but to think about the 3DS outselling, because I mean we're like just almost every other day you see articles about how iPhone is just destroying the handheld, and no one plays handheld really anymore, except unless it's on a tablet or iPhone. So I just found it surprising, and it makes me wonder what's going to be the future for it. Is Nintendo going to continue to make another handheld after this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason is because they never want to be paired side to side with an iPod. They hate that comparison with anything Apple. They fucking hate it.
Well,
It's a little disheartening. I enjoy Sony, and it's sad to see them them tanking so much. Like, what is it? Their stock is considered junk right now, I think, right? No one wants
Is it?
junk.
Yeah, it's
junk.
They're-
It's junk right now.
It's very.
It's poison.
It's poison, yeah.
It's poison.
It's
But
disappointing.
wait, this is just the video game side of it?
No,
or-
no, this is-
No, this is Sony in a whole.
Yeah.
You're talking about televisions. We're talking about electronic products. We're talking about music.
Everything Sony. Sony stock
Yeah.
has been declared junk.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go buy some.
Classified as junk.
You
junk
probably
stock.
should jump on that, man. That's it's probably pretty cheap.
That'd
But
probably be the cheapest stock out there.
Yeah.
I might go.
So
for
they got to really one up their game in 2013. For that PS4,
oof, I'm excited, but I mean, no one knows anything about it.
no, not yet. Probably at next E3, I think they'll unveil.
Definitely, it's got to be. It's got to be next E3 for Sony and Microsoft to reveal their next consoles. I mean, we're how far into the console life cycle now? It's the longest console life cycle I think I've been reading online, and I think everyone's experienced at this point, right? Because what is the normal life cycle for them? Like
If
5,
it's the
6 years?
PlayStation 2, like 35 years.
I think that's just Sony products in general.
Right.
They make those things last.
Mm-hmm. Then this has been the longest cycle. I think the cycle was about 3-4 years max
Yeah,
before they release their next.
That sounds about
next
right.
one,
Yeah.
And we're almost we're like almost 10 years into the
Yeah,
life
I
cycle
think
of this generation.
2005, 2006.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
So we got like 8 years into it. Doubled it.
God.
It doubled the generation.
And that's without even an announcement about the console. You
Yeah.
know, like we haven't even heard really anything about Durango or, the PS4.
That's true. It's something.
It'll be interesting. It'll be definitely interesting in the next few months to see what happens between them. I mean, PC, everyone's now flocking back to the PC. So
Well, they have better everything essentially. Well, the specs. you're
PC
saying.
Master
The-
Gaming Race.
I just but PC I don't think will ever be on top. I think consoles will always be in people's homes because of the barrier that it takes to get a PC. Now it's not a tough barrier anymore, but it's the fact of like people want to spend $400, get a console, and then that's it. Like,
it.
I mean,
It's almost like people that still collect records, and they're like superior in every way, while someone's listening to it on a CD. The mass majority is on a CD.
not even that. Nowadays you got it on your iPod. Like you said, so you got the record guy and you got the CD people. And now you got this. Oh, I have all 10,000 songs on this one little device, guys. It's just
CD. The music industry is dying with that. It's there is
music industry. That's a whole nother
oh,
conversation.
it It's technology. We're geeks, man. Come on, we could talk about anything in this show. It's something that's basically, you know, the CDs, like you said, dead CDs are basically dead format. You know, nobody uses CDs anymore, really. We're all on our iPods and iPads, MP3s.
Wait,
all
so
over.
I won't be able to hear Burnley's new CD next year?
No.
That's not coming out?
That
It'll,
ain't
it'll
coming
probably
out.
be on iTunes. So, what's item number 2 on the agenda, gentlemen?
I mean, considering that we're just talking about, you know, PC gaming, Valve just announced that they're going to have the Steam box for as a competing console next year.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is. Explain to me.
Well, it's just going to be a home console, much like, you know, like Xbox 360 or whatever. They haven't exactly said anything other than it's going to be running on Linux, and there may be upgradable parts to it, much like a regular PC. So it's essentially you're having just this tiny like computer in your living room.
Interesting.
So, I don't know.
So more or less, is it just gonna be Steam with your
Yeah.
TV as a monitor?
Pretty
What's
much.
going on?
From what I've read, the rumors and all that about it is it's just you're gonna buy a PC essentially that's already, you know, probably top of the line or just in some form similar to the consoles, but you're gonna boot it up and it's just gonna be a PC, probably with some type of Steam OS on it. So that way, you know, you turn on your computer, log into your Windows, or like you said, I guess Burnley said Linux OS, and then it'll automatically log you into your Steam account, and then it'll perform like probably the dashboard to 360 or XMB to PlayStation right now, where it's just here's your games.
Doesn't Steam have like some sort of fancy dashboard right now?
No, yeah, that's exactly what's
That's
going to
exactly
like
what's
come
gonna
out.
go
It's
happen,
going to
right?
be big picture mode that they've already rolled out out of beta this week as well. So I don't know. I'm interested in seeing what it's going to be. I have no idea what this thing's going to look like. I don't know.
Now, if this thing, let's say, potentially gets huge in the next 5 years, how will this affect the used game market? Do we just expect GameStops to go out of business?
I don't think GameStop will go out of business. GameStop's evolving with the industry. It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Evolving
evolving.
and GameStop together in one sentence.
Yeah, I mean that in the fact that now they have a digital platform as well. Like you can digitally download the games through their site, and they're just gonna find ways to still sell you stuff. And not only that, but to a lot of consumers that are outside of us geeks, that where we know everything that's going on, people don't know. Like my girlfriend, she really doesn't care too much about video games, but she's aware of it. So she just usually goes to Best Buy or GameStop to pick something up as a gift if she needs it, and it's there and convenient.
It's true.
So,
It's true.
so it's GameStop. I don't think will go out of business. But as far as used games, it'll be interesting to see what goes on with those. I think we're gonna eventually move into where PC people have been dealing with is this: you get one code for your game, and I think console games will probably have that limitation. Like we already see it with the multiplayer on some games. You got your one-time code. I mean, if they actually do that with a full-fledged game, like you know,
Like,
Sony's kind of doing.
You remember
that.
the rumors about the new Xbox not being able to play used games, like they're anti-used games?
Yeah. They only work in the one console you put it in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, like I said, it'll be interesting to see if they actually go forward with that because,
No.
No?
They won't.
well, you always got hackers out there to fix it for us.
If they go through with that, the next day, Microsoft Office will just be lined up with, like, you know, heads on pikes, like Guild of Thrones.
Well,
Game
Guild of whatever.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Legends. Game of Legends. League of Thrones. Available on Xbox
well,
next week.
it's funny. It's
I'm
funny.
just saying that would be the stupidest move on their part, and I understand people like piracy is hurting the video game industry, but if you I don't know, that's such a bold move. I think
it
so.
is too bold, I think, as well.
Well-
when I heard that rumor, I was thinking it was like they won't do it. They can't do it because if they take that step, that just hurts them as far as like, okay, well, Microsoft is doing this, and say the Sony doesn't. Sony's like, yeah, you can still use games on our
Yeah,
console.
well, that's gonna lead to huge piracy. I mean, that comes down to like the free online compared to paid online, where Sony still says they got free online, but in the end, look at everyone, they're still buying Xbox 360s just to get that, they're
Yeah, the
paying for
Xbox
online.
Live,
It's-
yeah.
so. But back to that Microsoft OS. Did you guys hear that? It's in decline. Their sales are going down for that thing. Did you guys hear about that?
What?
No, just their Microsoft Office in general. Like there was an article online. This is off topic real quick. Yeah, their Office is in decline right now because I guess of how easy it is to get use other programs to do it now. Did you guys read this? No.
I did.
Okay. It's like it's
I
off
have not
topic.
written an essay in 10 years.
Yeah.
So
It was just a fascinating article saying how
does it relate to me?
it'll be interesting to see if companies follow suit because they release Office like what is it every other 2 years? Is that how Office works?
Something like that, yeah.
So, I mean, it was just interesting to see like the article predicted like will companies follow suit
Ever.
follow suit and not buy a
always
new
pay
one.
for all my programs. Every application.
That was
Ever.
that was Pedro, everybody. He says he pays for all his applications.
These guys, you send them to jail. But Microsoft, I buy all my stuff.
All right. So what else is going on out there? You guys know about what in the news we got?
Well, one thing I did find interesting a couple of weeks back is that the Wii U, surprisingly, has a very confusing name to the point where a lot of people don't know that it's actually a new console.
Oh yeah. I got a funny story on that actually. My girlfriend and I we went to Best Buy, the new one that you told me about over there, George.
Mhm.
Took a look at that one, and she did not know that was a new console. She sat there and she's like, "Do you want to buy the Wii U?" And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Well, we just get the controller for the Wii, right?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "What are you talking about? How do you?"
You can.
I was like, "You can," but I was like, "The Wii U's a whole new console." She's like, "Well, why is it called the Wii U?" And I was like, "Well, that's just the new name." And she's like, "I don't get it. What's the point of it?" I was like, "Well, it's a brand new console
What
that's
does it
supposedly
do?
better." And she just was still stuck on the fact that we were gonna pay $300 for the controller. She's like, "Do we just buy the controller and hook it up to the Wii?" And I was like, "No, it's a whole new console." And like you said, there are a lot of people out there that
It's something
It's
that
a dumb
I
name.
saw.
It's a
Yes,
dumb
it
name.
was a dumb name. As soon as they announced that name, I was like, why?
It should have been called Wii 2.
It should have been called what the Wii was going to be called. The Revolution.
That was
Oh.
When
such
you
an
heard that
awesome
name, how were you not excited? And then when
Yeah.
you found out it was going to be motion sensitive, you were like, holy shit. It's a fucking revolution.
Yeah, I went from a hard on to soft because I was not excited for it. I was like, "Oh wow, I got a waggle."
Well, you're always flaccid, so that's normal. Nothing excites me.
Yeah, it doesn't come as a shock though. That actually was something I thought on my mind too. Like Wii U, it's just in an average consumer's eyes. Yet again, outside of us, a lot of people don't know that that's a new console. I mean,
Yeah, well, not just that. Look at the advertising. I mean, it doesn't really look like a different console.
yeah, no, it's dumb.
And the games that are using mainly to advertise them, while there might be awesome games, I have yet to play them. It's like Mario,
yeah,
and it doesn't really showcase the Wii's graphical, limits and all the upgrades and stuff.
the worst I thought was actually the fact that in the commercials you see a person next to the dude holding a Wiimote. So now
that confuses the hell
so
out
now
of
it's
everybody.
Like I said, now you got consumers going, "So wait, there you can use the Wiimote on this?" So I get a tablet and no one knows what the hell's going on with this damn thing.
True. Now, do you think Nintendo kind of hurts them being so quick out of the gate with that, or should they have just let it line up with the other releases, or does it help them that they were like premature and they're here's my console.
Pedro's giving birth, everybody. To continue what he was talking about, though, I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. I do think developers are going to jump ship, though, from them very quickly because, like, right now you have developers toting because they can talk about it because they have to have the next Xbox and PS3 some places. But a lot of them are saying, "Oh, Wii U is phenomenal. There's so much potential there." But then at the same time, you heard, like, there's I think developers at 4A, the guys who did Metro 2033. Did you guys hear that game at all? They were there was some.
Isn't okay?
Yeah, some of the devs who made that studio used to work the game Stalker on PC, so little history there. But yeah, so one of their programmers, engineers who helps develop the games to make a run on the consoles, he was talking about how the Wii U's garbage right now because he wasn't speaking off the record. It was said he was just saying how the processor's bad, the graphics card they've already tapped it out. Like he was saying it's gonna. Developers going to jump ship from it very quickly because there's not enough power when compared to probably what the next consoles will have to offer, which is right now. I mean, there's rumors floating around that the PS3 or PS4 will sporting like 20 gigs of RAM compared to its 256 that's in the thing right now. I mean, so who knows what's gonna come next year.
Look, okay, so about the Wii, and I think that releasing it out was a great idea. Obviously, releasing it with that name was a terrible idea. Obviously, all this confusion we get from a lot of people that think it's just, you know, the 3DS to a 3DS XL kind of, you know, it's just an upgrade and not a whole console in itself. I do feel that it will, the name it's already hurting them, but I do feel that in the long run, once people catch on it's a new console, that they're gonna be fine, completely fine. I don't find, everybody loves Nintendo, everybody, you know, and their sales are just gonna, they're gonna first start off slow, and they I think they said that they outsold the Wii's in the first week, or didn't they? The Wii's. Do you remember?
No, I don't think. I think they announced it was like 300,000 is what they sold.
300,000.
Yeah, that was below what the Wii sold.
I know, but they beat the they beat the Wii somehow for their first week, if I'm not mistaken. They beat the Wii. If it wasn't the first week, it might have been day one. I think at day one they might have
somewhere there they might have, but you know, again, that's probably people like us buying that thing up. So, but how many more Marios can they sell? Like, honestly,
they need a
millions.
I'm
okay.
so
Billions.
butt out of
Gajillions.
That's us though. That's us. The new Super Mario thing needs to go.
Die.
It needs to go. I love Super Mario's, but it's just Galaxy Sunshine. Remember Sunshine from GameCube?
Oh, that was a great
the
game.
64 was amazing. The Super Mario 64. Those games, I thought they just re-innovated Mario, and going back, yeah, Galaxy Sunshine. Those where you're just able to walk around 3D, 3D world, instead of just, side-scrolling 2D platform.
It was a throwback, and I enjoyed it for the time being. It was
for
like,
the time
cool.
being,
yeah, this is
right?
It was. I think they did a 3D or the DS first, and it was
DS
awesome.
first.
And then they did the Wii version. I was like, all right, that's cool. On the Wii, on your big screen now, that's cool too. And now it's every single one, 3DS,
the 3DS
Wii U,
has
and
them,
it's the exact same game. It's like, I don't care about 4-player co-op. 4-player co-op in a Mario game like that is a nightmare, because everyone picking each other up, throwing them in the pit, wasting your lives. In my opinion, it's a frustration, because I'm trying to make a double jump, and I got someone not wanting to jump in the back and holding my screen up.
Sounds like an afternoon to me.
Ooh.
You're just mad because I threw you in the pit.
It's true.
Well, I mean, okay, yes, we're getting oversaturated with Mario games, true. But they also move consoles so much that
They do.
3DS just outsold.
Yeah. No,
It
you
comes
are correct.
back to that, and it comes back.
We're coming full circle here, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming full circle on this.
Yes.
Well,
All right.
and we're back. Listeners, you guys don't realize it, but we just had a weird break. You will never know how that worked out, because it's called magic, or unicorn blood, if some of you guys like to think about it. But we're going to talk about rumors right now. One of the rumors that not really a rumor, I guess, anymore, but it was, I think earlier this week, Naughty Dog released the pre-order bonuses for their big game, The Last of Us, coming next spring, I believe it is. And on one of the pre-orders for GameStop was you get bonus multiplayer items. Now, no one had this. They haven't talked about multiplayer at all.
Oh yeah.
They didn't confirm it. They said that they were gonna try something, but they weren't gonna reveal anything. And then pretty much following that little ad, they pretty much confirmed, yeah, we have some multiplayer, but we can't talk about it. So, like I said, sort of a rumor, sort of not anymore. What do you guys opinions on that whole thing there?
I can't wait for Last of Us. Honestly, it looks like a great game. Just another great game coming from Naughty Dog. Really, this is the first time I heard about this rumor. Honestly, I didn't know if there was going to be any multiplayer or not. I'm pretty sure the story is just going to be phenomenal. But what do you think the multiplayer is going to be like? Seeing as that they didn't reveal any details on that.
I mean, it's got to be. It's probably gonna be something similar to Uncharted in some way, because if you guys played Uncharted 3's multiplayer,
No.
which I personally
What is that?
Everybody did besides Pedro, guys.
Okay, let's say that multiplayer was a blast, but then again, I enjoy third-person shooters. But I bet you it'd probably be some type of either a horde mode thing, or like where you just gotta like 4 people probably survive, as well as
Never a fan
probably
of
some
horde
type of
mode.
co-op. I'm sure it'll be like humans versus monsters or some shit like that. You know,
It's
just
better
basic.
than horde mode. I don't
Basic.
like horde mode.
Really, you don't like like
Personally, I don't like horde mode.
you are a weird motherfucker. You know that?
No, I don't know. After a while, I'm like, I'm done with this.
Now, were you gonna buy that game regardless of multiplayer?
Yes.
Is that just icing on the cake?
That's an icing on the cake, exactly. The multiplayer is an icing on the cake.
Okay.
So I guess it's a plus whether it's a horde mode or not.
No.
You know,
Oh.
whether it's
Yeah.
it's cool. Yeah, I'm
It-
really excited.
It gives me replay value because a game like that, like all the Uncharted, since it's, like for me, I'm a trophy hunter, and platinum those games is so easy. So to platinum Last of Us will probably be fairly easy. So to give me some reason to play it again.
Travis,
That
is a
loud
cheater.
sigh brought to you by Michael Berendsen.
You know, I'm fine with it because it gives me reason to play sometimes, and I get the game's fun. But I like getting those little extra reward to pop on my screen right
Well,
there.
speaking of multiplayer, on the other end of the spectrum, they actually announced that new Bioshock isn't gonna have multiplayer.
Ooh.
And while I was gonna purchase that regardless, I am actually pretty bummed because I thought the multiplayer in Bioshock 2 was a blast,
it was
and I'm
fun.
probably one out of the 12 people still playing that.
yeah, you probably are.
But it was just so
You know-
fun, and I was looking forward to it.
You know what? You know what's interesting? Little fun fact for you there. Dark Side Studios were the people who did the multiplayer for that, and they also did the terrible multiplayer in Spec Ops: The Line. For any people who played Spec Ops: The Line. The game that when reviewers talked about, they completely didn't even mention multiplayer was in the game, but
to save the audience.
yes,
I guess so.
that was bad.
Well, I really enjoyed Bioshock 2's multiplayer.
I thought the Big Daddy suit was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
Let's just say I kept my level. I
Ooh.
reached the level cap.
Nice.
Dang.
I don't know. I think I
That's
only
like
got to like 20 and gave up on it.
So
Did you ever play the multiplayer on Bioshock
No, I
2?
still haven't even played Bioshock 2.
Are you kidding?
Really?
Well, I was supposed to borrow it from you, and you never gave it to me.
Dude, you can take it anytime you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a giant like case of games right next to
I
us,
think
and we
I
are gonna
know
make
the
Michael
game
Burnham
over
take
for
this.
next week.
Oh, the game over for next week. Oh,
that ending is so weak though in comparison to like
it is.
one.
Bioshock 2 was almost. I think Kevin Smith put it best. He said it was like getting a really good blowjob, but then at the end she pulls out and right on your stomach.
That is a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it right there.
Perfect, but the ending is just like
Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of those out there, guys. There's a lot of those.
Did he say that about Bioshock or
No,
what?
no. He said that about I forget what movie.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm Legend.
oh.
He said that about the movie.
I agree.
Legend.
That-
Oh,
that
okay.
is-
I
that is
agree,
that was
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, that is Kevin Smith. With that, what will segue into the next segment we got
Speaking
here?
of terrible things,
What is a terrible game?
that wasn't a forced segue at all.
Oh no, guys, never a forced segue here. So terrible games, gentlemen.
Terrible games.
What
Terrible
do we
games.
got?
Come on, Pedro.
Worst games I've ever played. Oh, that's easy. Worst game, well, of recent memory that I played, America's Army Online, the 360 iteration. Now, this is when my friend Jesus, very good friend of mine, first got a 360, and this is when we were all like, yeah, we're best friends. We're gonna play all the multiplayer games together. So we started off good. We started off with Halo 3. Not bad, right?
No, good
Then
start.
Call of Duty World at War, still pretty fun.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
That's a good game.
After that, let's see, we got Far Cry 2, I think, or 3.
Oh, Far
It
Cry
was the
2.
last Far Cry.
Far Cry 2 was bad. Far Cry 2 sucked.
It wasn't that great, but
3
3's
just
the
came
recent
out.
one, right?
3
Okay,
just
so it
came
was
out.
the second
Yeah,
one.
Far Cry 2
It was like
sucked.
whatever.
I haven't.
So this is when Hollywood Video was still around.
Woo!
So we went back
Dang,
and
that
we're like,
is a long time ago.
What's on these racks that we haven't played? You know what? We're gonna take a chance. America's Army Online.
America's
Now I
Army.
remember back in the day when it came out on PC and it was free. It was an okay game. It was a decent like Counter-Strike clone. A little more realistic, but you know whatever. So I'm like, it can't be that bad. So we slapped down our $4, took it home, put it in.
Big spender right here,
Yeah,
guys.
I
Big
know.
spender.
I know.
$4.
I know. I like to treat myself.
That's good though. That's good. Enjoy
So so we were over Xbox Live Party while we were playing it, and the first segment is you gotta do a tutorial. So it's all like, oh, pick up the gun over there, jump over this hurdle, climb this ladder, throw a grenade. Okay. Now, I don't know how this could happen. Like, oh man, like it just goes to show you how bad their testers or whatever, you know. But we both glitched in the exact same part at the exact same time in two different parts of the world. We were both throwing a grenade and our arms locked. Our arms locked in the air and the grenade fell on the ground. We died. It said you're dead, but you're still able to move around.
Nice. Nice.
But
That's a good
you
bug right
can't
there.
advance.
That's a good bug.
But you can advance. Now here's the kicker. There is no autosave function.
Ooh.
Oh god.
This tutorial, I am not lying, was 30 minutes long. This was near the end stretch of it. We can't even start the campaign yet.
Yeah, this is.
And we have to start over.
This is a game breaker right there. I bet, huh? This is like
Now-
I'm done.
You know, I'm like, I rented this game. I gotta play it again. Now, I'm sad to say the exact same glitch happens. 30 minutes into it again. So I'm like, fuck this game. like, how could they fuck up the basic, like, tutorial, you know, the intro? I would think this is what they check first to make sure for glitches and whatever. But you know what? We're still optimistic. Let's go into the online. So we're loading in, and it shows a map of the world. Kind of like Call of Duty. You know, it shows the heat maps showing who's playing in the world. I kid you not. The United States showed 2 dots.
Nice.
And the rest of the world was empty. Which means that we're the only 2 people playing that game in the world.
That's probably why they didn't have much online multiplayer testing.
Exactly. So we load it up. You know, we play. And you can't even start a game with more than 4 people.
Oh, here we go. It's
Ooh,
like
those
it's
are
like
fun.
Alien versus Predator all
Those are
over
fun.
again.
So what we
huh?
ended up doing was making up some bullshit excuse that the game didn't work. We went in different days, and we just ended up renting Call of Duty World of War again.
Nice. Nice.
A game we had already passed,
Oh,
which has its faults, but you know what? Way better. At least it worked. And that's
That's one thing.
I
you
got-
have to
that's
have
the
with
game
it.
that I think is terrible in most recent memory. I could go on for
I got one for you guys in recent memory. I tested this one actually. It was Spec Ops: The Line. Georgie over here.
That sounds familiar.
That's the Georgie over here knows what I was talking about with this game. This game was bad. Like it wasn't bad as far as like bugs like that that you were getting over there, Pedro, but it was just boring. They didn't do anything to. It was a third-person shooter, right? And they had a deep story. They're like, "Oh, we got this deep story for adults." And it's like, "All right, that's cool. What can you do then?" Nothing. Like Uncharted, you had
just nothing.
nothing. So Uncharted, you had like climbing. You know, you had kind of faster gunplay mechanics and all that. Gears of War, you got the chainsaw kills, and you got big old bro dude guys running around. And this game, Max Payne in recent memory, you have slow-mo, bullet time. This game did nothing. It was a slow, third-person, cover-based shooter, and it was just boring. Like, I couldn't believe that for some websites actually rated it like I think 8.0s. Do you guys remember the ratings at all? But it was, I guess, look at that. That's how bad it was. I don't know you guys even really remember that
I
game.
didn't even
but
know
it was-
that game existed.
but it was just, it was bad. Like, it was a boring game. And then the multiplayer, I want to get started on that because you'll notice when you read reviews, if you guys look those up, no one even talks about multiplayer in any reviews. Like, it's not even mentioned that it exists. It's like, that was when I got it, mainly because I, like I said, I worked and tested that game. So that's a bad
grew
game.
up in them guts.
Yeah, I was
Saw it from a baby.
I saw that game evolve pretty much, and like I said, testers, they usually say they have better, worse experience because they're just playing it every day for so long. But I like I said, I reserve my right to judgment for that game until it was released, and even once it was released, it was just still boring, and you can tell by the sales that it did not sell at all.
Yeah, it didn't sell at all.
So, you guys got anything?
For me,
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played any. I haven't played.
Here it comes.
I haven't played anything in like recent memory that was like too terrible. I don't know. The worst game that I've played though would be like Eternal Ring. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Which one's that? That sounds
Who's
familiar.
that by?
From Software, the same people who make Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
Is it not called Eternal Sonata? Or
No,
Nope.
no,
No,
that's
no.
a different
That's
Japanese
a different game. No,
Okay.
Eternal Sonata. That's the one where you're like Bach or something, or like
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a little girl.
Chopin. But no, like it's called Eternal Ring, and it's basically like an Oblivion, like knockoff
Okay.
for Oblivion. It was terrible.
So it's not a knockoff. So Oblivion knocked this game.
Well, I
Is that what
mean,
you're saying?
what I mean to say is it's an Elder Scrolls ripoff, you know,
Okay.
like, and it's completely terrible. Like, I mean, there'd be parts of the world that you just couldn't see. Like, you'd have to walk in, like, say, like, Brian bought this game from Costco, you know, $5 or something like that.
That should have been your warning.
But so he bought this game. We took it home. We are excited to play it, and you know, like you're just some dude. I don't know, it's just some elf dude, and you get this ring, and it lets you throw fireballs. Okay, sounds fine, right? So we're going along. For the first like maybe hour of it, we didn't even fight anything. Like we walked around this town, and like had no idea where to go. Had nothing like. It was just terrible. It's like you couldn't do anything. You had no idea, and so we're like, okay, well, we're not gonna follow whatever plot this is. We're just gonna walk. So we walked and we found this. We walked and we found this
New
cave.
from fucking Squaresoft,
Yeah.
the walking simulator to end all walking simulators.
It's just that and we walked and we got to this cave and we had to like climb up this cave like wall or something like that. It was like a pathway or whatever, but you had to keep going like through the rest of it. Well, we start going, and then out of nowhere, this like kind of like frog monster comes out of there, and we're shooting fireballs at it. But
Kills
then
your
like
ass,
we
huh?
can't, we shoot directly at it. I mean, like we're sitting there shoving our rings in his face, and like shooting him, and he
the
can't. He doesn't die. He doesn't die, and not only that, he just spits this crap at us like 2 times. We die. So.
Wow.
So like I guess that was a couple years ago. I mean, I haven't played anything as bad. That was probably the one game I kind of just like threw the controller down and never came back to it. So,
Yeah, you
Like-
know that's bad, huh?
so the only other time was another From Software game just recently made was Dark Souls, which I also hate, as well as Demon Souls.
You
So
know, I'm with you. I'm with
you
you
with
on
me?
that.
It is so boring. It is so boring
So
and so
boring.
ye old
What?
that I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's extremely boring. I'm with you. It's a
Oh,
slow
my
game,
goodness.
Pedro's having a panic
and
attack.
I'm with you. I can't get into it. I can't
No
do
man,
it. I played it for a little bit.
Well,
not
it
only
does
that-
take a certain amount of skill.
Oh,
See,
progress.
I get that. I get that it's hard.
Okay.
But like, I hate
Okay.
when games like they only pitched us. It's so hard, but once you master the mechanics, you're really good at it. Like I hate games like that because I saw the developers talk about this game at a convention one year, and so he's sitting there. He's like, "All right, so this is one of the levels," and he's walking through. Died. Oh, I died. Oh, that sucks. Well, let's try it again. Died again. He didn't even get past the first area because the difficulty ramps up every time he dies, and he couldn't do it in the end. So it was like, why am I sat here for 30 minutes
No,
watching the same area over and over again?
I don't think that's necessary. That's actually something I really like. Like we were just talking about like Super Meat Boy and stuff. Incredibly difficult game,
Okay,
right?
I enjoyed
like
difficult.
or like you have I Want to Be the Guy. You guys ever play that? Where
Yeah.
well, that's a different thing, but you know like these really incredibly difficult games where you have to like keep trying until like you know you finally by luck get through it. Like that's fun. But Dark Souls and Demon Souls, all you're doing is like there's like one attack button
Yeah.
and a shield, and that's about it. And you
There's not much design going
I
into
press
it.
you know what is it square? I press square.
Yeah.
I hit an enemy. Do that a couple times. Maybe die. Maybe kill it. You know, there's really like there's not much more to it. Is there, Pedro? Like, is there more? Oh, there is. Oh, okay. What else do you
There's a
do?
parry system. You can level up.
Oh, that's
anything.
great. Oh, okay.
Look, I'll admit it's a game for the masochistic. Like, but it's also a game where you feel incredibly like good about yourself when you progress through it, which is exactly what you're stating about Super Meat Boy. And unlike Super Meat Boy, where you're saying I passed this level by luck, Dark Souls, I'm sorry, you can't get lucky. It's impossible.
Yeah, Dark Souls is a bit of skill.
In the 3 hours I played it, I didn't die once.
Ooh.
I mean, it was just in the beginning, and granted, that's not like well, except the scripted death thing with the whole like monster. I just walked, in the beginning. It's not Dark Souls, Demon Souls, right? First one.
I've only played Demon Souls to clarify.
You haven't played Dark Souls yet?
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
have?
No, I've only played Demon Souls.
All right, well, Demon Souls.
I confused this.
right in the
but I've only
beginning.
played Demon Souls.
I guess you can kill that big guy, but I ended up, I got killed by that thing, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was supposed to fight it or anything. I just kind of walked in and was like, oh well, okay, I'm dead.
Yeah, that
But
big
other than that, like I didn't die once. I didn't I was just kind of just hitting him. I was my little priest, black old lady person, and like it was not it didn't hold anything for me. It really and no matter how much I wanted to like it. Oh man, I've been reading reviews, all these people waxing poetic, it's all nice, and then I play it and I can't stand it, man.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm with you on Halo. I can't. I am not.
Halo.
Wait, Halo.
Halo.
You guys are all probably gonna hate me for this. Like George already knows, but I can't stand Halo. I think the game is
You
just
can't stand
so
Halo? Oh,
boring. It's such a boring game. Same as like how you think of Dark Souls or Demon Souls, but it's Halo. That's how it is for me. The story is boring. I don't find it interesting because Master Chief is such a he's so narrow in his dialogue.
I'm gonna side on him for this one, but
But
only if you play by yourself. Okay, I've never cared about Master Chief's story, and I played every single game.
Yeah,
And
same
I
here.
swear to
Wait.
you, I have no idea what's going
Yeah,
on.
no, definitely. I think Reach is the best. Like I love
Heck yeah.
Good game.
Reach was such a great story, and I think that was a great Bungie game to send it off. Like we're done with Halo. Like, Reach was phenomenal. I actually enjoyed the game a lot. But the Halo series, I just think this series is the most boring series. And like I have friends out there that are like, oh, but if you read the novels and the comics, you get so much. It's like I don't want to read the novels and the comics to get this story. I just want the damn story. And I don't like running around or driving my Warthog around this giant open map, which looks gorgeous.
Exactly.
But there's just nothing in it except
Yeah.
for like scripted battle simulators.
The game should encourage you to want to read the novels, not the other way
Yeah.
around.
not the other way
you know?
around. Exactly. Yes. I don't necessarily agree that it's a boring series.
That's just me.
That's just you. I really enjoy the Halo universe. 1 and 2, I particularly played throughout the entire campaigns, not knowing what was going on.
Yeah, that's how it was
for,
too.
for the most part. The third one, I must admit, there was more story than the other ones had, so it was a little easier. But I think that they've done an amazing job with the fourth one.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, they've done an
probably-
amazing. Yeah, probably because you
There's
guys
nothing
started
snide
with it,
about
right?
that.
I've tried it. I've tried it, but like I said, just
Yeah, an amazing-
Put his top hat on.
Yeah, an amazing job on the fourth one. The fourth one, the fourth campaign really stepped it up, and it looks like the new studio 343, right, has done an amazing job in following the footsteps of Halo Reach and making you care about Master Chief,
I want to see his
making
face.
you.
Let me see his face.
Let's see. Oh, you see, kind of.
I don't want to see kind of. I don't see his
No, you
fucking
kinda
eyeball.
see at the
I
end.
wanna-
Why do you-
I wanna-
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I don't really care to see.
Because
I
they want
see-
you to think that
But
you're.
I see Gordon Freeman,
No,
and I love
that
Gordon
was Halo
Freeman.
Reach.
I like
That
Yeah,
was
but when's the last time you heard Gordon Freeman?
I don't care to hear him talk. That's what I'm saying. I want to see Master Chief's face though. He's gonna talk so serious.
his helmet is his face. That's what Halo is. If you took off their helmets, they would just be any other,
That's
space,
true. Why do you even want to know? Why do you even want to know?
I want to see if he's hot. Has he got some ugly dude? He's some inbred motherfucker. Or
It's
is
like
he
Naruto.
attractive?
Do you
The
really
half of
need
his
to know what
face that I've
Kakashi
seen
looks like?
kind of looks like Christian Bale's.
Christian Bale. So he's part Dark Knight.
Part.
So what does your ideal Master Chief look like?
Well, now that I saw half of his face, he kind of looks like Christian Bale.
Say,
Goddamn.
George is gonna be Christian Bale over there.
Oh, Master Chief.
Oh, Master Chief.
Nom, nom, nom.
But I really think this new trilogy that they have in store for us, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be better. I already think it's already better than the original trilogy of Halo.
Okay.
So
But
I hope they keep it up. It's
Even
really
though they
good.
finished the fight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fight is
Oh, and the
great.
third one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
let's see. Bad game, right? Bad game.
Resident Evil Raccoon City.
Reparation Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Reparation.
Yeah.
Reparation?
No, I said operation.
Reparation.
Ooh,
Guild of Legends.
that's
Look, Guilds of
Legends of Thrones.
Legends of Thrones. Okay, so
Resident Evil,
Evil
man, this is a whole-
Operation Raccoon City. Now, mind you guys, my room has a shrine at a corner of Resident Evil things. I don't even know how much I have. But Operation Raccoon City, I was very pumped when I played it at E3 with a couple of my friends, including Pedro.
The little Mexican twist.
Oh, Burnley, did I play with you too? I can't
Yeah,
even remember
man.
that year. It's been it's been that long.
It was
that long.
last year.
And it's funny because
It was
George
this
and me
year,
were
wasn't
No,
it?
it's last year.
It was this year.
Last
yeah, it
year.
was-
Last year. Operation Raccoon City. Last year. It wasn't this year.
Yeah, it was.
last
It
year.
was.
Was it
had to
last
be
year?
It was last
wasn't
year.
It was
this
last year.
It was last year because
Wait a minute, Travis.
It
You
was
went that time
yeah,
too.
George.
was
Yeah,
Did we
George.
play
and-
Operation Raccoon
No, we
City?
skipped it because you played like the other days.
Oh, I played
It was
the-
So
definitely
I didn't really
2011.
care. So I was like, I'll
Was
just
it?
It was
switch.
definitely 11.
Fine.
Yeah.
So there you go. Operation
this
Raccoon
for
City.
Yeah, it was fun. That
It was
first
fun.
level.
But
The
then
most
when I
polished
had- I was
levels
so
what they showed
pumped. I was
E3,
so pumped.
actually.
So many great concepts in that game. So many opportunities that were missed.
And they blew their load early.
The emphasis.
Missed, motherfucker. It was missed because, I personally think maybe they didn't have a testing group. They didn't have a testing group for this game. They're all like,
It's like, screw it, here you
yeah,
go.
there it is. Like they just package it and just sell it to the world. And Pedro had some really cool glitches.
That's
I had
fine.
some
Yeah,
really
That's
cool
fine.
glitches.
Glitches.
Yeah, glitches,
Maybe
right?
summarizing glitches.
That's-
Glitches and bitches.
it started off decent, right? It wasn't too crazy. It started off nice. It gets you in the beginning of Resident Evil 2. They are trying to take, you're with Hunk. They're trying to take the G virus
Hunk?
from Hunk.
His name's actually Hunk.
Hunk. This.
Oh.
that's
I miss
his-
Barry Burton though.
Yeah, Barry, where the
Barry
hell
Burton.
is Barry?
He's
Anyways,
a great dude.
they start you off real good, nothing too crazy, and it's one of those games that you're all like, okay, I could dig this, it's gonna get better. No, it got worse. Every chapter, every mission that you do just got worse and worse and worse. They highly advertise that, you're gonna be the bad guys and you get a chance to kill all these people. Like,
Yeah.
you get to choose if they live or die. Not once did you get that option until the end of the game. You
What?
decide to either kill Leon or you decide to let him live. If you decide to kill Leon, you are
Spoiler.
spoiler alert. If you decide to kill Leon, you don't want to play this game regardless. You don't want to play this game regardless. If you decide to kill Leon, it'll go, like, the screen will go black, and now half of your teammates, which you were in a team of 4, half of your teammates are going to be with you, the other half are going to side with Leon, and you have to kill your teammates and Leon.
Wait, if you killed Leon?
If you decide to kill Leon, if you decide to, I'm gonna kill you, right? They're gonna give
okay.
you that option. It's like, I'm gonna kill you or I'm gonna side with you, right?
Okay.
If you side with him, then you're with Leon. Your other half of the team is against you, right?
Okay.
So I chose to kill Leon. I was like, finally, I get this option. No, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch, right? So I get the option. This screen goes black and it goes to this cheesy mode. It's like, prepare for the final battle.
It's like Tekken,
Yeah,
like a
it's
Tekken.
kinda like
Like,
this,
He's not even exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating.
That's
This is prepare for a fight, and the camera
sounded pretty
zooms
similar
in.
to the voiceover.
Right. It goes to this one screen, and then it shows you where Leon is and stuff like that. So now you have to fight Leon, which there's no headshot. You can't headshot him. You hit him with the headshot, he'll hit you back, and he'll kill you. You have to shoot. You have to unload everything on him. Everything. He gets one shot on you, you're dying. You're dying, right? Yeah,
he could just have a lot of herbs.
Oh, you can have a lot of
It's
herbs.
true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
But so we go to this part. So I eventually, after dying like 5 times, I eventually kill him. The screen goes black again, goes to a cutscene, and then you see Leon already dead,
Okay.
and you see Claire crying with Sherry by her side, a little Sherry, and then the guy, my character says, "Oh, they're like it's nothing personal." It blacks out. You hear a gunshot, and quickly comes up the credits.
Yeah.
What a terrible!
Wow,
Talk
okay,
about terrible
wow.
endings. Oh my god!
What happens if you let him live?
I did not want to play it again after that time.
No, you.
I did not want to play
Did
it.
you bother? Did you check it
No,
out?
I didn't even check
YouTube
it
it
out.
at that
Yeah, by that point, yeah, I just
YouTube it.
I tried. I tried playing it again, and I stopped at the second mission. I was like, I can't do this. I can't. It was heartbreaking because I'm such a Resident Evil fan. I was like, how can they fuck up such a great concept? So many great concepts of that game, and just shit on it. They just shitted on it. Nothing was executed perfectly.
Wow.
The multiplayer was fun. I played with Pedro. I played with Nasser and Dwayne.
I'll say
And
it
that
was
was-
it was decent.
It was
Decent.
fun.
Okay.
Decent, fun. It was fun, but after a while, it didn't. It was
like a perfect
it was
example of quantity over quality. You know, you
Okay.
should strive for quality as opposed to quantity because they had so many modes. I think it had like 8 modes, but too bad only one of them was fun.
yeah.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
I mean, it was pretty bad. That's sadly one of the more recent games that I've played that really let me down. It was a pretty bad game.
should all play it again.
Yeah, right. Play it again.
You should
tonight.
buy us copies. I'm probably giving it away.
Yeah, probably.
With that said, our terrible game segment is over, and if there's anyone listening to this, we would love to get an email from you for questions. Do we have that yet?
We
Email,
haven't.
Twitter,
Yes.
Facebook.
Hit us up on
Yell out your window.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hit us up on send us an
Oh wait,
email,
Google
Twitter.
Plus,
Yeah, for
Burnley.
Burnley.
Google.
Thank
The
you.
only
Thank
one
you.
that uses
Thank
it.
you.
We'd love to hear from you if you're listening. If you are like probably within the first 10 people that listen, because that's probably shooting for the stars right there. Not gonna listen to this. Right? So shoot us an email at what is the email? guys?
deadformatreviews@gmail.com.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna update that, guys.
And Burnley
We're-
just had a boner
We're
No,
updating that.
because
Okay.
we use a
then-
Gmail account.
And then we're gonna. And if you want to hit us up on Twitter, go ahead and hit us over at. What's the Gmail? What's the Twitter?
Dead format R, I believe.
Just at dead format.
Dead format R.
At dead format R. One word.
Yes.
Okay, there you guys go.
Why R?
Because it's cooler.
reviews.
Reviews.
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it was too long.
Oh, you couldn't just have
Couldn't
dead
use it.
format?
No. I think that one was used already. That's
Was it? Oh, okay.
Bastards on the internet. Yeah.
Bastards.
Okay.
Bastards all of them.
That's,
Oh, guys, I forgot to mention. Oh, it's gonna be bigger than the OJ case, guys. Oh my god, bigger than the OJ case.
What? What are you talking about?
This dick.
That is. You guys are lucky you aren't here right now. 'Cause Pedro is standing up. No.
All right.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it up for Speak Geek this week. I'm Pedro.
I'm George.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Burnley.
Get out there and speak some geek, guys.